The laughter still echoes sometimes. Not because it haunts me, because it reminds me how stupid they all sounded. It was the company Christmas party. December lights hung low, cheap champagne, fake smiles. My wife, Emma, had insisted I come, said it was important for appearances. I should have caught the phrasing then. Appearances. She had been rehearsing that word for weeks. I didn't want to go, but marriage is a long compromise, isn't it? You show up, you smile, you swallow small humiliations for the sake of peace, until peace dies in front of everyone. She walked out of the bathroom with him, David, her coworker, the one who texted her at midnight with urgent project updates, the one who called her M, the one she said had a fiancé in another city. They came out holding hands, his tie half loosened, her lipstick smudged. Her voice carried across the room like a blade. "He's my real partner now. You're just here for appearances." The room froze. Then laughter. God, the laughter. HR, marketing, her little circle of snakes, they all laughed, like they'd been waiting for this scene, rehearsing it. My humiliation was their entertainment. I just smiled, took a sip of my drink, and quietly left. That's all they remember, that I left, calmly. They didn't notice me slip my wedding ring into my pocket as I passed the exit. They didn't see the way David's phone vibrated on the counter, lighting up with a text from unknown. "She'll destroy you next." That text was from me. It was the first move. Emma and I had been married for 8 years, started as colleagues, same company. I was the quiet analyst who kept everything running. She was the rising star, presentation queen, office favorite. I built the systems she took credit for. I never minded, not really. Love makes you tolerant, until it makes you a fool. When I started noticing irregular transactions in her department budget, I didn't say a word, just watched, quietly. I'm good with data, better than anyone there. She'd used company funds to cover private expenses, weekend conferences that didn't exist. Guess who helped her file the reports? David. I remember the day I confronted her, not directly. I left a printout of the expense sheets on the kitchen table, highlighted. No note, no accusation, just data. That night she came home late, kissed my cheek, and said, "We'll talk tomorrow." Tomorrow never came, but the party did. After that night, I didn't sleep, didn't drink, didn't rage, just planned. Day one, I downloaded every backup from the company server, their confidential projects, their emails, their calendar events. She'd given me her passwords long ago. Trust, remember? I still had them stored, encrypted. Day two, I sent anonymous packages to the board of directors, containing 2 things: financial discrepancies tied to Emma's department, and screenshots of private Slack messages between her and David. They weren't just having an affair, they were siphoning bonuses meant for other employees, signing fake vendor invoices. Day 3, I uploaded a video. That one was special. See, the company had security cameras, but I'd installed an internal diagnostic system years ago, back when they still trusted me with the infrastructure. It records everything, even what they think is deleted. The footage of Emma and David in the office after hours, I didn't need to leak it, I just scheduled it to play automatically during the Monday morning virtual meeting. 9 a.m., company-wide broadcast, everyone watching. When the video started, no one understood what they were seeing. A dark office, laughter, then Emma's voice, soft at first, then sharp. "He'll never know. He's too blind to see it." David laughed, pulled her closer. "He's useful. Let him be the face. We take the rest." Silence followed. Then chaos. Messages exploded. HR disconnected the call. The director demanded explanations. David tried to run damage control, but his accounts were already frozen. The board launched an internal audit that morning. By 11 a.m., both of them were suspended. By noon, the legal team called. By sunset, their names were scrubbed from the company site. 3 days, that's all it took. She came home that night, no makeup, trembling hands. The confidence was gone. "Was it you?" she asked. Her voice cracked halfway through the sentence. I didn't answer, just poured her a glass of water and set it on the table. She stared at me like she was seeing a stranger. Maybe she was. I'd spent years being her support system, her silence, her safety net. She mistook that silence for weakness. "I'll lose everything," she whispered. I finally spoke, calm, even. "You already did." She moved out a week later. The company filed charges against both of them: fraud, misconduct, embezzlement. David tried to shift the blame. She turned on him instantly. They tore each other apart. I didn't testify, didn't need to. My work was already done. They'd both signed their own destruction. I'd just shown it to the right audience. Sometimes people call what I did revenge. I call it balance. Now, when I think back to that party, I remember the way everyone laughed, the way their eyes gleamed when she made me the punchline. But I also remember the way those same people avoided her emails later, how they whispered in corridors, how quickly loyalty dissolved when the truth came out. There's something poetic about silence. It doesn't beg, doesn't shout, it just waits. When it moves, it destroys completely. I kept one thing from that night: the empty champagne glass, the one I was holding when she humiliated me. It sits on my shelf now, a reminder, not of pain, of precision. Because the night she thought she ended me was the night I began writing her downfall. And the best part? She handed me every tool I needed with her own trusting hands. 3 days later, the laughter stopped, and all that remained was silence.